Hey kiddos, it's me, Sans Skeleton here, and today we're going to be reacting to Bill Cipher versus Dimentio. Now, I don't know a thing about Dimentio, I only know a little bit about Bill Cipher, but I'm going to be voting for Bill Cipher for this match because this will not have an animation, and there are spoilers in the comments down below, so I'm not going to be showing those. So let's get straight into it. This is going to be rivalry duels. They haven't made another episode yet.
It's always great to have villains in a TV show or video game, but villains should commit truly evil deeds, and a few like that are psychopaths. Two are here today and are even reality warpers. Dimentio from Super Paper Mario and Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. These two psychotic villains terrorized
I've met Mario before, but
with their higher dimensional power and were defeated by an unlikely band of heroes despite their overwhelming capabilities. But the question persists. If we were to take them with all their weapons, skills, power-ups, and forms, who would win in a one-on-one to the death?
Ooh, those look like good images. I like that Dimentio one.
And stick them against each other to see who can defeat the other. We will attempt to make ties definite. In other words, unless it's truly impossible to deduce a conclusion, then we will never give a tie. We will also analyze many different aspects to determine a battle's ending. Attack potency, speed, hacks, durability, lifting strength, stamina, range, equipment, intelligence.
That's a good idea. Examine everything when you're trying to get somebody to fight each other.
Steering system, so credits to them. For simplicity's sake, we call powers and abilities hacks with an X. Also, please note, deciding factors are, well, deciding factors, and those would be attack potency, durability, speed, and hacks. With that,
of course.
Let's begin. Dimentio's backstory begins thousands of years ago in the tribe of ancients. Prior to the events of Super Paper Mario,
background first. That's good, because I don't know a damn thing about Dimentio.
Years ago. That was his obligation. This magician's secret, however, was a darker one. He didn't just poof the pixels from thin air. He took the souls of the dead and placed them within pixel vessels that he created. Basically, whoever died and became a ghost, he stole their soul and put it inside of the pixels. This is how they were sentient and mindful. When put inside of the pixel, the victim retained no memory of their past life and was thus completely obedient to the magician. This magician was part of the tribe of ancients.
That's kind of sadistic.
However, there was only one bloodline of magicians within the tribe of ancients. Thus, there was only one long line of magicians part of one family. To assist in figuring out who this magician was, there was also a being named Shadoo, a mysterious being that copied Mario and his party's abilities and created shadows of them. Shadoo says that it works for the ancients, which was actually a lie.
I'm wearing some more on this game.
Shadoo was created by the ancients, but resents them to no end. It is never revealed precisely why Shadoo hates the ancients, but the stories seem to imply why. You see, Shadoo is called out for its illusory powers. It was created by the ancients, right? And it hates them, right? Well, this is very similar to the Pixel Queen. The Pixel Queen was another pixel like the rest of the pixels. However, it was presumed that it was a demon due to just how outright evil it was.
Wow, you must be extremely evil in order to be declared a demon.
Eventually, the Pixel Queen lost and was defeated. But there's more behind this. Who was the Pixel Queen? Well, according to the stories, it was actually a human. One of the magician's apprentices left behind a note that was eventually discovered, and it said the Pixel Queen was actually a flesh and blood being. The first pixel ever to be created after an incident. What incident? The magician had a family, right? He had a wife, a son, and a daughter. What drove him into his work was this incident. The incident goes as follows. The magician's son and wife perished in an accident, which was never looked into. It is unknown what happened.
Nobody looked at this guy. This guy really didn't care to that much to look in. He really didn't look into that accident. Really, if he didn't know that his son was alive still.
Then he died. However, his apprentices continued to create pixels modeled after his original 12. It is also heavily implied that the Pixel Queen is actually the magician's daughter, whom he resurrected by taking her soul.
Did I accidentally say he was alive?
Now, the whole
I think I accidentally did. I had to go back to the footage and get that off.
From whatever accident he was in, and so the bloodline continued since one person remained. Now, what's this got to do with the Dark Prognosticus? That magician created the first pixel, the Pixel Queen, after having read the Dark Prognosticus. The first owner of that book was
Dark
this magician.
Prognosticus?
Nobody was implied to have had this book before him. But how did he get it, and why did he read it? Well, as we know, Dimentio somehow knew about the Dark Prognosticus. He confronted Count Bleck on his own and planned every little thing from the start. How did he do this?
Wow.
He likely had to have written this Prognosticus. Dimentio was also a magician, right? Well, only one
That would
magician
make
remained
sense
after
if he
Bloodlight
did
fell.
write it.
So why did the original magician read the book, and how did he have it? He read it because it was likely his son's creation. His son he thought he had lost. He had it because his son did, and lost it after the accident. Dimentio was the last magician standing. That magician was his father, and the Pixel Queen, who
Oh,
was
so
a master
Dimentio-
magician's daughter and who hated the ancients, became
God dang
Shantu,
it.
who shares all the same
I accidentally
powers.
said he was
Thus,
alive, and
Dimentio's
apparently
sister
he
Shantu,
is.
or more so his
He's
sister's soul, which
Dimentio.
their father put into the Pixel Queen. Dimentio was the author of the Dark Prognosticus, and his father received the book after having thought his son died. After his daughter perished after the incident, he found a job, and the first person he desired to be alive again
Yeah,
was his
that's a
daughter.
good place
This
to
is also
work.
supported by how
McDonald's.
Tiffany seems to have
Trust me,
recognized
pay
Dimentio,
is good
which
there.
furthers his connections to the ancients. With all this considered, Dimentio's
I'm
father was a
lying.
psycho, and his mother had died in an accident that Dimentio managed to endure. His sister passed of a disease, and his father passed of old age. Dimentio was the last magician left. These are the events that took place in Dimentio's history before the Super Mario game unfolded. As for Dimentio's enemy, Bill Cipher, his backstory isn't quite as convoluted. Bill Cipher is a triangular dream demon existing within the mindscape.
1 trillion years old.
Bill exists in a dimension now. By the way, he
What the
burned the second
fuck?
dimension to ashes and killed everyone in it. Yeah, he liberated it. He is the true main antagonist behind the show Gravity Falls.
Good
and is the
God.
culprit behind many of the show's plot struggles, including ones leading up to the show. Many years prior to the events of the show, Bill was contacted by Stanford Philbrick Ford Pines, who reached a bump in his research and was
Oh,
searching
that
for
was that
someone to help him.
human that we saw
Bill
on
agrees to give
His
him all the
Stronger
answers
Than
he
You.
needs, so long as he gives him access to his mind. When Ford agrees to this,
What?
Bill convinces him over time and through flattery and cunning that he is a friend. Inspired by Bill,
This
Ford builds a
guy,
portal that,
this
according to
guy's
Bill,
smart
will
if he can
answer all his questions.
outsmart a
Unbeknownst
very
to Ford,
extremely
this portal
smart
was a rift that would
scientist.
bridge the real world to the world of nightmares, allowing Bill and his gang to hop from their dying world to another.
That looks
inhabited
incredible.
world.
I
When
think
Ford
I
finds
will put
this
that
out
as
from
the
his partner,
thumbnail.
he confronts Bill, only to learn that the claim was true. Horrified by Bill's desires, Ford threatens to shut the machine down, halting the rift's progress. Bill then reveals that it's far too late to stop his goals, but it'd be cute to watch him try. Ford shuts the device down, but like the Dream Demon told him, such an act only delayed what was now fated to be. Now that we've gone over Dimentio and Bill Cipher's backstories, let's go over their powers and stats, one by one, starting with Dimentio. Dimentio is a powerful jester and magician. This guy can even match the Void itself in sheer power. How do we know this? Well, when Mario and his gang
The
faced
Void.
they were knocked unconscious.
You
and
mean the
blasted
little-
outside, clear across worlds or universes. Then, when Dimentio opened fire on them, they were knocked unconscious and blasted to the underwear, an entirely separate world. With both knocking
What?
the party unconscious and blasting them to another world, the similarities can't really be ignored. Thus, Dimentio matched its power. Not to mention an attack he held back on.
He
Tremor,
held back on it too.
he even created a universe
Good
which
God.
was completely
Guys, you
unaffected
may
by
not know this, but
even though the Void
being able
erases
to
all
attack somebody through a
existence.
dimensional barrier
This
is
means Dimentio
no
contains power that
joke.
can match,
It's
defy, and even
insane. It
surpass
means
the Void.
you're pretty much as
What do?
powerful as
Well,
that
the Void is
dimension that you knocked
prophesied to
them
erase the
to.
very concept of all existence, including all worlds, all dimensions, all timelines, time periods, and even all possibilities.
This isn't
Here's
how
where
our
things get
void works.
really broken. There is a little thing that exists in Mario called string theory soup. This artifact is
Oh
completely
God,
hidden,
here
as
we
Mario
go
is
with
required
string
to gain
theory.
treasures, and by story breaks in and steals them. It is extremely
Okay,
trustworthy, as its
everyone,
bio
put
is
your
told to us by a
pants up
third-person
and
omniscient narrator
just
who knows all.
listen as
So
well as
when
you
its bio
can.
tells us that the universe's secrets can be obtained by drinking the soup, we know the Marioverse runs on string theory, which means erasing all dimensions has a much more impactful meaning. While some would argue that Super Paper Mario is highly controversial, and in the end it will consume all existence, all worlds, all dimensions, refers to the common synonym universe for dimension, there is plenty pointing otherwise. Dimension D is the piece of evidence
I barely
saving the
even
universe.
know
Well,
about
we're
string
admitting that
theory
the void is a
myself.
whole
I just
dimensional
know it's a
fabric
part of
of
M
space.
theory,
Dystopia is being referred to as
which
a
stands
dimensional
for
governor that gives
Mother
off dimensional
Theory.
technique, said dimensional technique being one that flips the user between spatial dimensions and, well, sense itself. Why? And in the end, it will consume all existence, all the universes, all universes. I'm sorry, but that doesn't make sense at all. And besides, it consumes all existence and all dimensions, which would count as spatial as well due to the Marioverse abiding by string theory. As long as the dimension exists, it would be applied in this instance.
My brain's gonna hurt after this.
Therefore be all dimensions that exist, which would be both either way. Now that we've gotten this out of the way, how do we know exactly what string theory the soup meant? Well, my friend, let us explore the possibilities together.
Oh god.
String theory is divided into different theories. None are referred to simply as string theory. Allow me, prior to 1995, theorists believed that there were 5 consistent versions of superstring theory. Type I, type IIA, type IIB, and 2 versions of heterogeneous.
Yeah, and then they changed it to...
changed in 1995 when Edward Witten suggested that the 5 theories were just special limiting cases of an 11-dimensional theory called M theory.
Yep.
Kinda is for membrane or mother.
Wait, that would mean dimentio is
string theory by default runs
from the 11th
dimension.
dimension.
All of which are connected to M theory. In bosonic string theory, space-time is
If he's from the 11th dimension,
it is 10-dimensional, and in M theory, it is 11-dimensional. Between these 3, so we don't wank and so we don't downplay, M theory is the safest and most likely case the game had been referring to. And considering it didn't specify, simply calling it string theory, we would go by the safest.
But being an 11th dimensional being is insane. You guys have no idea how powerful a...
which we do not have. This is why the Marioverse would be 11-dimensional rather than 10-dimensional or 26-dimensional.
Yeah.
And yes, while the Marioverse does not usually dabble in such a concept of dimensions higher than 40, we can't deny that the Marioverse has dabbled in that topic to begin with, which proves at least a little
oh
bit
my
that
god, my head's hurting.
Not to mention how the worlds in Super Paper Mario have mathematical equations floating above the worlds.
That's a pretty good eye if you can see that.
It's easily a reference to mathematical dimensions, or even how one world has strips of space with purple string-like objects behind them. The latter could be easily interpreted as string theory, and string theory soup only backs that up. Now that that's out of the way, and we've settled on how the Marioverse is in fact 11-dimensional, and how the void statement clearly references erasure of the concept of mathematical dimensions, all of them, we can see that dimentio matches a dimensional black hole capable of erasing the very concept of the 11th dimension. That's insane.
What the
Not to mention it can erase all the universe's timelines and other concepts in the Marioverse. I mean, it does erase all existence. This would make dimentio high complex multiverse level. Man, not just some plumber that gets killed by turtles now, is he? More impressive than this.
Yeah, Mario must be a truck if he can take on Dimentio.
How do we know this? You are undoubtedly
infinitely superior.
Well, many times it is stated that the user of the Chaos Heart cannot be struck down by anyone short of the prophesied heroes with the 8 pure hearts. That's it. This would put
oh, that would make sense how Mario can defeat him, because he's one of the pure hearts, huh? Because, I mean, of course he has to be, otherwise there's no way to defeat Dimentio with him.
Very important parts of that, but we'll explore it later. Next, the light prognosticus row, the void will swallow all. Not can stop it. Unless the one protected by the dark power is destroyed, the hero with the power of 8 pure hearts will rise to this task. Now, please recall that Merlu wrote the light prognosticus, and he is saying that not even he can stop this prophecy.
What the
fuck? For that matter.
He knew this was coming, but he did not know how to stop it.
To be beyond his reach of power, a 12th dimensional being. I mean,
oh my god.
Believe it or not, this is actually backed up by something else, and that something else is backed up by how the manipulation of concept of death works. The manipulation of death
god, we're going. Oh my god, here we go.
You can instantly both kill a target and, on the contrary, make it immortal, depriving it of death's concept. In addition, you can even kill conceptually immortal beings as long as your concept is stronger than their concept. If their concept is stronger, you're screwed. Now, what would you say if I told you Queen Jadis has the power of the concepts of life and death? You'd call me a liar, wouldn't you? A wanker? Well, not only can she instantly kill Paper Mario in a game over, who is 11-dimensional, but she can also bring Lovey back during the post-game, even though such a Nimby never existed, and was merely a persona of the pure heart.
I've seen what Mario can survive, and I know how strong he is. Jesus Christ, he's able to take a freaking nuclear bomb, like, from...
So, she has the power to both instantly kill a target and, on the contrary, make it immortal. Now, she stands no chance against Super Dimentio. According to the definition itself, in order to not be able to kill someone with this power, they have a stronger concept. And what's a stronger concept than higher dimensionality?
How?
Heck,
if you can defy death, then there's no killing you.
This is all very consistent, and it provides great reasoning for why the Chaos Heart and the Pure Hearts were needed. Everything just adds up. Now that we've went over that, we know Super Dimentio is a 12-dimensional being with immense power. This makes him low.
No kidding, Sherlock.
With that said, we can also get a grasp on Dimentio's speed. Since the void erases everything, it also erases time itself. Because the Marioverse has 11 dimensions, it also erases super time, the time that allows movement in axes beyond X, Y, and Z. In other words, 5-dimensional beings and higher. Since Dimentio can move with the absence of such time, and by being 11-dimensional, he is naturally far transcendent of a normal space-time continuum's laws and 4-dimensional beings. This means he has immeasurable speed.
That would make sense.
Too. But don't think Dimentio is all power and no tricks. He has plenty of hacks. Dimentio is capable of flying.
Oh my god, he's got a lot.
Dimentio's preferred method of movement. But when he wants to get around faster, he teleports. Dimentio is not only able to teleport himself around, but he can teleport enemies and objects. We can't forget he can also manipulate force fields, creating compact
I didn't know he can manipulate force fields.
Or out. Dimentio, being the author of a prophetic book, is also capable of executing precognitive predictions. Suck it, Gideon. He is also able to see into the future and predict very
I don't know who Gideon is, but suck it. If he can see 3,000 years into the... What the frick? He can see 3,000 years into the future.
Dimentio should be able to remove souls from their inhabitants, manipulate the soul, create dead carcasses, and then imprison said soul inside of said carcass, wiping the subject's memories clean, effectively making the foe into a puppet.
Oh
Dimentio
god.
can induce explosions from nothing.
I think Aaron would like this one.
Explosions in tangent with his compact magical boxes to engulf the foe. Being a magician, Dimentio is also very fond of magic.
I'm gonna lose this bet.
Dark magic in particular. Then we get into Dimentio's more hacksy powers, like controlling space and time, or remodeling reality as he sees fit.
Oh my god.
Warping it. Dimentio is also, being a higher dimensional magician, able to manipulate mathematical dimensions themselves, and can even perform the dimensional flip, enabling him to swap between spatial dimensions.
Oh god, my brain is dead.
Dimentio is even a holder of Immortality Type 1, preventing him from dying of aging.
I know what Immortality Type 1 is.
Functional army.
Oh!
Manipulate the reflections from mirrors and can even induce illusory into others, casting complex illusions that can even trap people into contained areas unless they break the illusion. Dimentio can create pocket dimensions, and he can even turn intangible, or turn his clones intangible, making them impossible to touch or attack, and in some cases, impossible to even see. And with the Fluoro Sprouts, Dimentio can brainwash and mind control enemies. Process he takes as he teleports a seed into his foe's head, making it practically impossible to notice. From there, it takes a while to sprout, but it will eventually sprout and do its thing. Now that we've covered base
oh my god.
There's Super Dimentios to cover.
If he's infinitely times stronger than...
enhancing them, plus more, making it a very powerful transformation. Super Dimentio
Indeed.
manipulate nothingness or voids, the void in particular. And with the Chaos Heart, he's impervious to physical harm of anywhere within his level of power or below. Even being several times stronger isn't enough to predict Super Dimentio's invulnerability. Super Dimentio also has absolute control over space-time, so much so that he can manipulate time and space when none exists, like the concept has been erased type of none exists. Super Dimentio also has the ability to create universes, concepts, and timelines and such, as well as create life itself via his mere presence. Super Dimentio can create black holes. Not to mention, he is also immune to time paradoxes, to the point where if you were to try to kill Luigi or Dimentio in the past to prevent Super Dimentio from forming, it wouldn't work.
What?
And perhaps most broken of all, Super Dimentio can resist the manipulation of concepts of life and death themselves.
What
to
the
add on to this,
frick?
The void itself can
No.
erase the concept of
No. No. You know, if you can't defeat Dimentio through going to the past, what the fuck? Dimentio is OP as...
Regardless, durability is assumed to be even with attack potency unless implied to be lower fated to be lower, and there is no demonstration of Dimentio being weaker in durability than his attack boost or anything. And again, by default, we assume they're equal. To add on to what's been said, Dimentio can exert his strength and move in the void, so his strength would scale to being able to lift hypermass, making it immeasurable.
Oh my
is even
god.
stronger than this. Dimentio is also never seen with any exhaustion whatsoever, making his stamina ridiculously high. Additionally, Super Dimentio has infinite stamina, and so does the Void. Dimentio himself can snap his fingers to force an entire universe to crumble, allowing him to have universal plus range, capable of reaching across space-time. The Void and Super Dimentio have high complex multiversal range, since they can create and destroy respectively on the scale of the entire Mario-verse. Dimentio also
Why in the world was this character made?
The Dark Gnosticus, his book he wrote, and that grants him more magic as well as being prophetic.
Guys,
The Chaos Heart, since he
tell me who you think's gonna win now.
Due to being a psychopath, Dimentio exhibits dozens of persuasive, cunning, and manipulative ways of thinking. Furthermore, Dimentio is part of the tribe of ancients, people who are stated to be thousands of times stronger than Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Bowser. Mario having a doctorate and being stated to rival a physicist's knowledge as well as outsmarting scientists. Peach being a highly skilled ruler, keeping an entire kingdom in check. And Bowser literally being a genius, capable of building extremely futuristic technology, such as a functional space station and battle mech and such.
Yeah, Mario told me about that.
Crazy. Not to mention, in this very game, they solve an extremely complicated and impossible labyrinth. The Wolf Zone, being thousands of times smarter than this, is awesome. Next, Dimentio contains many attacks and techniques he utilizes in battle. Dimentio also has magical spheres, balls of magic he forms above his head and throws at enemies. He can also spread shot this, sending up to 6 in all directions, and with clones can fire even more. He also has the magical boxes, which he activates with a finger snap, forming an indestructible.
Oh, these are shields, huh?
Magic, and then snaps his fingers again, engulfing them within multiple explosions. He is also aware of how to perform the dimensional flip, allowing him to slip between spatial dimensions themselves.
Okay, so I know what the dimensional flip is now.
If Dimentio is killed, he can leave behind a shadow of his power, used in combination with the Chaos Heart, and he continued to tear apart multiverses even after he kicked the bucket. In essence, he continued to fight and possibly even kill his foes after they technically already won, making this one of his most useful techniques. Which leaves us with Super Dimentio's techniques. One goes by the name of L Power. The Chaos Heart releases a burst of power, sending both the Void and Super Dimentio over their own limitations. Super Dimentio is of course capable of any technique Dimentio and Luigi have as well, which ended up mixing into the Super Jump and Twirl Tackle. The former locks onto the foe, before Super Dimentio launches himself unfeasibly high before crashing down with tremendous force. The latter is where Super Dimentio pulls his legs and floats before spinning around rapidly, flying at an enemy like a spinning top. The Chaos Heart can cause a dimensional rip, calling for the Void, and it can even protect its user and envelop them with its dark power, granting them all of its own powers. There's also Summon, where it either clones its user or gives life to an inanimate object, forcing it to serve them. And to top all of these amazing powers, Dimentio himself doesn't even really have any exploitable weaknesses. The Void will halt its destruction
what the frick?
Die, but otherwise it will not stop, and you cannot revert the destruction without the power to do so. And Super Dimentio's only weakness is the pure hearts, or the power of love. Strong power, indeed. Now that we've gone over
as all cliches are.
Dimentio is amazingly rounded and easily one of the strongest Mario characters there is. Now,
no, I think this is the most powerful character I've ever seen.
Triangular dream demon overflowing with power. With his restricted power, Bill Cipher could destroy the Time Baby using a single finger, who governs time and space of the infinite multiverse.
Well, that's OP.
But he was able to create a rip in the universe before he obtained his physical form, which would grant him full power, that would destroy the very fabric of all existence, which would include those infinite multiverses. This would make restricted Bill Cipher multiverse level plus. How about unrestricted? When unrestricted, Bill Cipher was a threat to the very multiverse and all its inhabitants, which included the upper dimensional beings known as Trilaxix Beta aliens. These aliens are pan-dimensional beings able to exist within 7 to 11 dimensions at once, giving them a horrible sense of direction. However, mere adhesive secretions from them can patch the space-time continuum itself.
The substance we need to seal the rift is an alien adhesive, strong enough to keep the hull of a spacecraft together.
So they pack quite a bit of power. These Trilaxix Beta aliens are absolutely terrified of Bill's power, and fear instigation of his wrath, which puts his unrestricted power in an 11-dimensional range, making him high complex multiverse level. Some would argue this is wrong. Let's knock those arguments out of the ballpark, shall we?
Sorry, I was
The
checking
first argument
something.
is that such a feat is based on a single statement. In a way, this is true as it is based on the statement of the Trilaxix Beta aliens being pan-dimensional beings who occupy up to 11 dimensions and that fear Bill's power. But since it exists, it makes two other statements validated. The one saying Bill is a threat to the multiverse, and the one that states he's a threat to its inhabitants. Next, some would argue that higher dimensional beings need feats to quantify their power. This is not true. Being a higher dimensional being by default makes them infinitely above anyone from the lower dimension. They can be
Wow.
like a human
That
in that
must
dimension as we are
suck.
in this dimension, but they'll still always stomp anyone who is 10-dimensional. Regardless, these guys aren't even feetless. They secrete some adhesive that can literally patch the space-time continuum itself.
That's ridiculous.
It's the only way to patch space-time and prevent Bill from absolutely annihilating their dimension. Next would be that the Trilaxix Beta aliens do not fit higher dimensional criteria. The term pan-dimensional, across dimensions,
Pan means
is a term
all.
that is used to cover discussion of all aspects of philosophy in the physical universe which our senses are unable to detect. This term is an extension
Good
of
God.
metaphysics,
Who
as it
comes up
takes
with
into
these kinds of
consideration the
things?
manner in which we
Who?
sense the universe in which we live. The term pan-dimensional is added to include the fact that we are currently unable to prove the
This
existence
video
of
is like
multiple
39
dimensions in a
minutes.
mathematical or physics sense. Dimensional theory is subjective, but the very existence of a dimensional theory affects our outlook on provable existence and therefore our philosophy. We can, as a species, at best, only think the thoughts we are built to think. The others do not exist for us. Quoted from that wiki on the screen. Search any site and it'll tell you that pan-dimensional beings are beings that exist in multiple spatial/temporal dimensions. Them having a bad
That'd be
sense of
an idea
direction
that I'd
makes
be
sense,
making.
because they're attempting to navigate multiple ways of moving and thinking and acting at the same time. You try moving in multiple different axes of space at the same time while being aware of every single perspective. Good luck. It'd be almost like trying to comprehend moving in 7 to 11 different places at once.
Wow. That must suck.
With them being pan-dimensional beings, it means their extensive metaphysics and dimensional theory.
Talk
Since
about
their
seeing
existence
everything. You
within
can see
multiple
from
dimensions at
1 to
once
11
is
dimensions.
consistent with the derivative of the term pan being all, and dimensions being, well, dimensions. So it does make sense they are across dimensions. Plus, this term is meant to cover things we do not think exists, but it does exist. So that makes it pretty consistent with how the term pan-dimensional philosophy works. Next, there's the argument that Gravity Falls doesn't exclusively talk of mathematical dimensions. People tend to refer to dimension 52 as their evidence for such a claim. Well, please refer to the two-dimensional dimension scan.
What the
which I'll
frick?
use as my evidence. It's the two-dimensional dimension. Two-dimensional dimension. This means the terms dimensional and dimension are not in conflict.
Dimension obviously means dimension.
Synonymous to universe, unless of course
Oh, that means spatial.
which is the case with the Trilaxix Beta aliens. It says they're pan-dimensional beings that exist within, thanks to context, 7 to 11 mathematical dimensions. Regardless, since pan means
I have to
all,
scratch my
infinite
bones.
universes, it has to mean mathematical dimensions, otherwise it wouldn't be all dimensions. And finally, the argument that they have nothing that says they're qualitatively superior to lower dimensional beings. Well, good luck proving that one. You're pretty much lying. First of all, there's the blatant statement that they're higher dimensional, coupled with the fact that they have nothing that says they're of lower quality either, but they do have something that says they're of higher quality than lower dimensional beings. As Ford says, again, their adhesive is the only thing that can patch the space-time continuum and stop Bill from entering their dimension. Key words, only thing. That would put them above even the damn Time Baby. He couldn't stop Bill's terror, was threatening Bill that unless he fixes it, he will be forced to unleash his tantrum upon him. I repeat,
Tantrum.
not even the Time Baby, the guy who governs the space-time of their infinite multiverse, could accomplish what the Trilaxix Beta aliens could. They are, without a doubt,
Hey, that's my thing.
to lower dimensional beings.
I'm the guy with the blue eye here.
No, Bill Cipher is 11-dimensional, since he threatens the entire multiverse plus all its inhabitants, which includes the Trilaxix Beta aliens, who fear his power like no other. With all that said, we also know Bill Cipher has immeasurable speed, since he is of a higher dimensional order than regular space-time continuums. And perhaps one of the most hacksy cartoon characters, Bill Cipher has a lot up his sleeve. To begin, he has 3 types of immortality. Type 1, like dimentio, where he cannot die of old age nor
Fourth
disease.
wall awareness.
Types 3 and 4, where he can
Wink,
regenerate,
wink.
where he gains the title of God, and is thus not mortal and is immortal. Kind of useless type of whatever he has.
It is kind of a
Add on,
useless type
Bill
of
Cipher has
immortality.
regeneration, as he managed to regenerate the hole in his head caused by the quantum destabilizer, which blasts him into non-existence. However, there's a catch to this. It's heavily implied that if Ford hadn't missed and managed to hit Bill, it would have ended him. Which makes sense, because for Bill, if there's nothing left to regenerate from, he cannot regenerate. As long as there's even a molecule left, he can still regenerate, giving him high regeneration.
Wow.
He can teleport around, and he's capable of altering reality, effectively warping it. Bill can travel between universes themselves, and he can even separate his spirit from his body itself. Bill can manipulate time and space themselves.
I control space, matter, and now that dumb baby's out of the way, time itself.
That's his voice.
People, can materialize dreams into reality, and also has knowledge of parallel timelines. Bill can obtain knowledge in different ways as well, outside of the basic.
Almost everyone in this multiverse knows. Jesus.
Like dimentio, Bill's main way to move around is via flight.
Or teleportation, whichever one works.
Matter itself, at least on a molecular level.
Good God, what is that? Well, I know what it is.
Bill also has 2 good powers, but he can only utilize them by making a deal with the person. Those 2 include ripping out their soul and possessing their body. However, Bill has dozens of miscellaneous abilities such as pyrokinesis, the manipulation of his own size, telekinetic
wow,
wall, or creating bubbles of pure madness, which induce insanity into anything they touch. If the person is strong enough mentally, though, they can make it out unscathed. Bill is also able to take a lot. To be exact, he can take just as much as he can dish out, not to mention his regeneration makes it far harder to actually kill him. And while restricted, Bill's lifting strength is unknown. We do know in his unrestricted form, he is higher dimensional and is thus capable of lifting high mass, giving him immeasurable lifting strength. And to add on to that, well, Bill is never really seen tired, and such a concept is foreign to him, evidenced by how once Dipper got tired, he couldn't understand why.
What is this feeling?
Yep, that means being tired is foreign to him.
Shows Bill has infinite stamina, as such a concept as being tired is unrecognizable for him, showing he's never felt it, thus never been tired, thus has infinite stamina. Logic. Bill Cipher's range varies from what form he's in. In his restricted form, Bill's attacks stretch.
Who takes the time to do this?
He has universal plus range due to having control of space-time. Lastly, his unrestricted form has the same range with meters, but is now able to destroy the entire Gravity Falls multiverse, which is infinite in size. This means his range is multiversal plus. If taken into the account that he could destroy the fabric of the multiverse, that would mean he has high complex multiversal range. Aside from this, however, Bill carries absolutely nothing into battle with him, though he does have the power to create things to use, like cars and canes. This leads us into Bill Cipher's intelligence.
I mean, you could include the hat and the cane.
Due to knowing the answers to all conspiracies, theories, and such. He even has answers to many other things besides what humans wonder about, but that's besides. Outside of punches and kicks and tackles and such, Bill does have 2 techniques. Finger beam, which he fires with the point of his index finger, and the eye beam, which he blasts from his eye. This beam in particular can not only melt through substances, but can turn others to stone. Yet, despite all of this, Bill does have some exploitable weaknesses. Some of his powers, like soul removal and possession, require him to make a deal with the target. Furthermore, his eye is actually a weak spot, being the only thing on him he can't regenerate in an instant. With that said, Bill is an extremely threatening dimensional juggernaut with not but 2 weaknesses, and is undoubtedly the strongest there is in Gravity Falls, besides AXOL-OTL. But with these
What's
2 dimensional
AXOL-OTL?
psychopaths who destroy multiverses, who would win between them? Well, that's a tough question.
This is going to be the screenshot or the thumbnail. I'm an idiot. I can't say things right.
You could be in the same tier, but one does defeat with a heartbeat while the other must exert their full power. Dimentio can snap his fingers in an attack he held back on to match the void. which would erase all existence, erasing the very concept of everything across all time periods, and then erase those time periods. And remember, Dimentio can do that with a finger snap.
What
Bill
the
Cipher
fuck?
horrified an entire race of pan-dimensional beings who exist in 7 to 11 mathematical dimensions with his power, and was a threat to the entire multiverse. But that's his full power, when he's exerting his power. They are, of course, equals in speed and lifting strength, so those don't matter, but in terms of attack potency and durability, it's pretty clear Dimentio takes it. To go on more, hacks being the last deciding factor is tough to talk about. Even though Dimentio could blast Bill to bits in one attack, Bill only needs a molecule or atom to remain, something to regenerate from. Unless Dimentio can completely atomize him, there's no real way for him to beat Bill. However, Dimentio can get around that. Outside of his regeneration and matter manipulation, there's nothing much that Bill can really do to Dimentio. Meanwhile, Dimentio can rip out his soul and seal it into a tool, leaving his body as a husk. Now, we won't lie here. If Bill got his hands on Dimentio, he could win by rearranging and destroying him molecule by molecule. Matter manipulation bypasses conventional durability. However, Dimentio wouldn't let such a thing happen due to his precognition. He can predict accurately thousands of years into the future. There's literally nothing Bill can do without Dimentio already knowing about it. He would already know about this whole fight 1,000 years before it.
I mean, he has been wrong
Bill
before.
Mindscape is not the only way to beat him. Common misconception. You see, these were regular humans dealing with this guy. To them, it was the only way. The only weakness
Of course.
they could exploit. In this fight, Bill is up against someone of his own caliber. Regardless, if you
Not so tough when you're facing up against a bunch of other very insane dimensional beings, huh?
Lose all previous memories of his life. So Dimentio does have a way to erase memories, which is the way Bill was defeated. There is simply too much pointing against Bill in this category, so we're forced to give it to Dimentio. And while Bill Cipher does take the advantage of stamina and range, practically all other categories fall out from there. Dimentio is easily smarter, more versatile, and has more at his disposal. This is without talking about the Chaos Heart and Super Dimentio too. Super Dimentio is infinitely stronger than Bill Cipher's unrestricted power, and he's far more hacks.
Fuck?
But Dimentio doesn't need those two things to win this. Bill has his chances, yes, but Dimentio has far more, and has counters to those chances of Bill's. But the same can't be said for the other way around. Bill stops time, but he's fighting someone unbound by time. He reality warps, and Dimentio reality warps it back. He goes in for the kill, and Dimentio predicts and avoids it. Now, the other way around. Dimentio rips out Bill's soul, turning his body into stone, begins manipulating it, creates a pixel vessel, and seals it within. Destroys his body, destroys his soul. No counter. Dimentio snaps his fingers, and a floral sprout bursts from Bill's head, making him Dimentio's slave. No counter. Or hell, with Dimentio being so much stronger, I don't doubt a hit from him would destroy all of Bill's matter. So his regeneration might not even be an issue. While Bill is intangible, or non-corporeal to be exact, Dimentio can already manipulate souls, which are incorporeal, so there's no real advantage there either.
Frick?
Don't get me started on Super Dimentio. Even when Bill gets angry or activates Weird Mageddon, he's nothing for Super Dimentio. Try to rearrange his face like he did to Preston, and it probably wouldn't even work. With 12-dimensional power and all the previous advantages, Bill's power puts nothing short of a candle to Super Dimentio's power. He's so much stronger and a higher dimensional being that lower dimensional attacks like Bill's, or even hacks like Transmuting, none of it would work. And Weird Mageddon doesn't increase Bill's power infinitely, nor does him becoming angered and such. And with such a powerful degree of control with the Chaos Heart and the Void, Super Dimentio could outright erase Bill Cipher from existence, destroying the very concept that makes him up. So he could actually exploit
in the
weakness
world?
without all that hassle. With that covered, we can easily say that Bill Cipher has no way to beat Dimentio, but Dimentio has plenty to beat Bill. The winner is Dimentio, the Dimensional Jester.
Okay. Bill Cipher loses. Dang it. I had no idea who Dimentio was before, but good gravy god, I figured it out. That was insane, honestly. There was no fight scene, but it's actually insane how powerful this dimensional jester is. What the fuck? Dimentio can literally... I mean, like, what the frick? Dimentio can literally just snap his fingers and defeat Bill. That's insane. Well, I think I'm getting a little bit too hyped. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. And I'm choosing this as the... Well, not this, because it kind of spoils everything. I'm going to make this into the thumbnail. But goodbye.